Alright, so let's talk about Transformers Rise of the Beasts. You know, I could have done this review on Friday, but I'm not sure what stopped me from doing a review earlier. I don't know. I have no excuse for that. Well, anyways, let's talk about it. So, first of all, let's talk about my little theater experience. Well, first of all, there weren't that many people. As a matter of fact, there were barely any. But there were some people other than me. Also, I forgot to address that, yeah, I'm just going to be talking over a mic, so you can look at my Transformers collection while you listen to me talk about the movie. So first of all, I gotta say, the story, it's pretty good. I like the idea of the Maximals and the Terracons and the Autobots on Earth interacting with humans for the first time, and then Unicron. This is like our first live-action Unicron. The Last Night, not so much. Honestly, that movie's just retconned at this point. It's okay, it didn't really do good, so who's gonna stand by that movie? The plot for the characters, I don't know, it's kind of a little questionable. There wasn't really any plot going on other than the Autobots really wanting to go back Earth. Also, there's going to be spoilers in this, so if you want to get out of here, go ahead. The setting's not too bad, 1994, I think? And we got to see a lot in Brooklyn, too. Yeah, the 90s was a little messy back then. Oh, we get to see a lot of Peru, too. That's pretty cool. And the characters were cool, too. There was nothing wrong with them. Especially the humans. Noah was okay. Elena was okay. Reek, There wasn't really much for Reek. Noah's mom, she was just there. And, Noah's little brother, Chris, he wasn't as naughty and mean as the Otis Watson from the Bumblebee movie. And then for the Autobots, Bumblebee was just tossed around, as far as I know. RC was cool. Mirage was really cool. I think Pete Davidson did a pretty good job on Mirage. Oh, and apparently Mirage is a quadruple changer. That's new. Actually, he's kind of more than that. I don't know. And Pablo, unfortunately, he was overhyped, simply because there wasn't really much going on with Pablo. He was just there to help, but he was still cool. Can't wait to see more of him. And Optimus, there was a lot going on with Optimus Prime. At first, he was a little pessimistic in some parts, but in the end, he really shaped up to what would eventually lead to the Bayverse Optimus Prime. Kinda, you're gonna have to watch the movie for that. In the end, we got to see him smile for the first time. That's probably, yeah, I think that's the very first time we got to see live-action Optimus Prime smile. And I think it's really cool that he had his sword and his axe. Really cool. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention Stratosphere. Not much going on with him. He was just there to transport the Autobots to Peru, and then that was it. And then for the Autobots, we get Apelink. There wasn't much going on with Apelink. He just looked bigger and, I guess, cooler than Optimus Primal. Optimus Primal was pretty cool. I finally found out why he's called Optimus Primal. It's because he was named after Optimus Prime himself. And Airazor also had a lot of screen time, too. There was no explanation of why she's stuck in her bird mode, which sucks. I guess her T-Cog was removed, and we'll leave it at that. Jeter and Rhinox were just like, they were there, but they did have some good moments in the final battle, especially with their weapons and everything. Then we go to the Terracons. Scourge he's pretty cool, actually. He's a menacing and scary villain. Nightbird and Battletrap, they were just kind of there. They were done dirty in the final battle, but in the first battle in the museum, they were pretty cool. Oh, and the Terracon Freezers. Yeah, there's more than one Freezer, by the way. They're pretty nasty. And unfortunately, no Transit. The rumors were true. Transit was cut out. I still hope they do a studio series of him, at least. And there will be a deleted scene of him versus Optimus Prime. I can't wait to see that. And lastly, for Unicron, well, he sure had his moment, especially when he ate up the whole Maximal planet. That was, of course, expected. And a pretty good nod to the 1986 Transformers the movie. And the music was pretty good, too. I liked it for what it was. I like listening to that kind of stuff with like the sound effects or the music, especially when it features Steve Jablonsky's score that he used to help shape the Michael Bay Transformers. Overall, I give it a solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie for what it was. It was definitely worth the wait, although we didn't really have to wait 4 years for this movie. What does it matter now? We have it, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of more Transformers content in the years leading up. and I'm excited. Also, can we just talk about how good this movie's doing? It's at like the audience score is somewhere around the 90s, with the critic reviews being a little critical, of course. The critic reviews are somewhere in the 50s, which honestly, we shouldn't really worry about. We saw this with Mario, so yeah. No biggie. And I heard this movie is like worldwide $155 million in the box office. I think? Maybe? I'm not sure. But I sure hope this movie earns enough to motivate the producers to make more of these movies, because I really want to see what happens next. With that being said, one more thing. Stop being so critical on the Michael Bay movies. Those were so long ago. I started noticing a lot of people were starting to talk mad trash about Michael Bay movies, even though Transformers 5 was only 6 years ago, which, not gonna lie, that was a long time. But just don't. Just leave them alone. A lot of people enjoyed those movies too. Anyways, if you like what you saw, or in this case heard, you can go ahead and slam that like button, share it with your friends, turn on oh wait, I forgot. But most importantly, be sure to hit that big red button. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.